but got a lot to show for it. Always had drive like I had to show for it. My team's so true, we should get a camera crew to follow us around and make a show for us. I'ma hit this drink up like it's my last. I'ma hit this night.
What are 3 items that you two personally can't live without? Like you have to have them if you want a desert island type of situation.
The phone stays front and center.
My Canon G10 camera. And I always like to come home and relax, unwind after my long days in Los Angeles. I'd say probably by Le Labo candle, the K26 scent.
That's a good snack.
It's very woodsy, and anyone who'd like to sample it, sold at the Gramercy Park Hotel, and when you walk into the Gramercy Park Hotel, it's what you smell. It's sold there, and it's what they burn there.
I'm right there with Hachy. I gotta have my iPhone because iPhones have so many applications. So you know, I could get on my Bible application and be spiritual. You know, I could get on my iPhone application, shake my ass. You know, so it's like I've got options with the iPhone. I think the only other thing that I would bring is a good book. I'm a bookworm, I love to read. And there's one book that, you know, every so often I'm always going back and reading it. It's by Sherry Argov. It's called Why Men Love Bitches.
I've read that book. I
love that. Honey,
I talked about it on my show. Oh my
gosh.
Yeah, that was crazy. One of my first topics was that book, and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like she just changed the way I thought about, you know, the way we act, you know what I mean?
That book definitely, you know, every once in a while when I get down, you know, I'm tapped into it, and it gives me that boost to keep the guys.
I love that book, yes, definitely. So no third, those two are good enough.
Yes.
What do you think, you two working with celebrities in particular, how do you think the media's portrayal of body image for women is different? Because I feel like, you know, men, you know, they're fitness magazines and things of that nature, but women, it just seems like so much more pressure.
I mean, Hachy and I, you know, witnessed this on the onset of our careers because, I mean, look at us. We're not, you know, your typical fashion editor body types. You know, we're not, you know, 5'8", you know, skinny. I love to eat. That's not going to change. And I think the fashion world is trying. I mean, you know, recently we did see, you know, the magazines doing various stories on, you know, plus size women. You know, they're trying, they're doing it, but I just don't think we've reached that balance yet. And you know, I think the fashion business is learning that, and I think what has propelled the fashion industry to start looking in this direction is because the buying power has changed. Right. The type of women that are shopping they're not just high society women. Right. You know, everybody wants nice things too. Exactly. Number one. Number two, what is starting to change the fashion business is the bloggers. You know, because the average girl is just like, you know what, if Bazaar's not going to give me what I'm looking for, this blogger over here, she's going to post up pictures on how she dresses, and she's more of my body type. Right. So I'm going to tune into her. So I think the fashion industry is recognizing this, and they're trying to take steps to get to that point.
Like I read in a USA Today article, the average woman is a size 14 in the United States. So it's like we have to do things, magazine articles, blogs, because the internet's, you know, everybody goes online now, and we have to do things to reflect their life.
Another thing I'd like to point out is people get so caught up in what they see in magazines and even TV and film, and it's just like, please remember that everything is photoshopped. Or everyone that is shot in the right lighting or at the right angle. So it's like, I just want people to be themselves and not get caught up in what they're seeing. Right. It's like every image out there is photographed, everyone's rocking a weave, or everyone has a glam team right before the shoot. So it's like, please don't get caught up in this imagery, just do you.
I saw you in a Rockaware ad with Trey Songz, and it made me think, oh, will she come out with a, you know, fashion line for women? Because I think something that would be like mid-price like that would work a lot for us. So, and any plans for that in the future? Definitely.
I kind of started off as a designer, and my fashion degree is in apparel manufacturing. So it's definitely something that I'll eventually do. You know, I enjoy designing, I enjoy sewing, I enjoy that process. But definitely when I come out with a clothing line, I'd like to do something for women, you know, women that feel like things don't necessarily work for their shape because, you know, they're not your typical body type. And I also want to do something for men. I would like men to be able to go somewhere where they could get something that's close to a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton without those prices. So, something I definitely like to do.
Any last words for our viewers, especially the women?
As I mentioned earlier, just do you. Don't get caught up in the imagery that's out there in the media. If there's any areas of your body that you're not confident about, there's just so many things out there, from Spanx to the old school corsets. There's just so many tools out there to help with these, you know, certain areas of our body that we're not so confident about. So just go out there and try things, the right bra, the right undergarment, just to make you feel that much more confident. A lot of people rock them, even the skinny girls, so just go out there and try something.
And I totally agree with you. And I think one of the most important things to do is to take it in steps. You know, fashion, people are most successful in fashion when they take it in baby steps. You know, the people that are able to have overnight transformations are the ones with the money to hire a team.
Right.
So, you know, what makes sense is taking baby steps. You may have to go through trial and error to get that right bra. You know, you may have to go through a few different Spanx to find, you know, the right one that works for you. I think there's something beautiful in every woman, and like Hachy says, it's so easy to get caught up in the fashion world's idea of beauty. But women should know that that's changing, and all of us are beautiful.
Right. I love it. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, any websites that you guys have where people can see more of what you do, and blogs and anything?
Yes, of course. Hachy and I are on purveyorstyle.blogspot.com, and you know, our blog is our personal fashion diary. So come check it out, come see how we dress and where we shop. We're full of details.
Thank you, ladies, again, and stay tuned for more interviews only on the Angielala Experience.